Hey, welcome back. So about 2 weeks ago, not quite 2 weeks, but just about 2 weeks, 9 of us headed out to go up Turtle Mountain. And if you were there, you're probably interested in this video, so here it is. And if you weren't there, but you ride these trails, you might be interested in this video, so here it is. And if you weren't there, but you're still interested in the video, awesome. Come along for the ride. Before we can get on the trails to get up Turtle Mountain, we gotta get to the base. And to get to the base, we gotta ride these trails, which are right beside the highway and are smooth and really fast. And the only challenge with that is that the faster you go, the colder you get, because it is a pretty chilly day. Without too much effort though, we made it to the base, and well, the bridge is kind of out. And so we were talking here to this gentleman who is doing some work to get the bridge back in order, so it should be up and ready for the spring. But if you know this trail and you live in the area and you want to donate a little time, I think there's a way to probably do that. Anyway, the river's not that deep, so here's our crossing point. Alright, time to get up the mountain. I think that's Mike in front of me, and well, right in front of me is the Struggle Bunny on the front fender, which I have to say, didn't really go anywhere. I could have given the Struggle Bunny maybe to Mike at the very end. You'll have to stand by for that. But ultimately, I probably did a pretty good job holding on to it myself. I can say probably most of us had a bit of a challenge with the trail, not because it was super technical. In fact, it's pretty flattened out, only there's ruts left and right from the quads and the side-by-sides that have been using the trail, and you're kind of stuck in them, which means your handlebars are hitting all the trees, and so is your face. And that kind of reminds me of my early days of making videos. I called it As If Productions, a stick-in-the-face productions, because it seemed more often than not I was taking a stick in the face. But for today, I'm going to try and not lead with my face.
That's fucking something.
It's just me.
She's tough. She's tough.
Holy fuck.
I think it's gonna get a little harder because I don't know that many bikes have been this way.
It's just like then you get going a little bit and then holy fuck.
Yeah.
Now that's a pretty accurate assessment of the trail conditions for the day. Alright, this trail is not going to ride itself, so let's get at her.
Oh, so going up Turtle Mountain is pretty good. It's almost the faster you go, the better you are, but these ruts are deep, and there's no real getting out of them. You can rail the corners, but your center or your foot peg's going to drag in the middle hump. Carvel in front of me. I'll head for the woods.
The challenge with the ruts is that they kind of kept you in a lane until they didn't, and then they kicked you over to the other side, and it was very random, so it made it really hard to pass. And there is, of course, my lack of skill to get by someone cleanly and not put them in the woods or put myself in the woods, so there's that. the magic of editing, I turned 20 minutes of riding into 5 minutes to take us near the top of the hill. So this is the final ride up to the top, and bad choices are made. Nope, that wasn't the bad choice. It's coming up. So right here you're going to see that I make this wicked choice for line selection, and it was going to work out for me, but then Mike makes a bad choice, and this is what I was alluding to by getting into a bad line. No, ultimately there was no getting up that. That was pretty deep snow and we were just sinking in and there was nothing to get traction on underneath. So we ended up having to come back down in order to get to this final part, which is the summit of Turtle Mountain.
Wouldn't it be fun to get down on those lakes?
I was just thinking that.
So this part of the day is where we pull back off the summit just a little bit, using the word summit for what isn't really a mountain. It's a New Brunswick hill. It seems kind of silly, but anyway, we pulled off and get a little fire going and cook some hot dogs, which is always nice.
Yeah.
But you're not going to see any of that because I turned the camera off, and what you're going to see is it's time to head back off the mountain.
Time to head back down the mountain.
I think I'm laughing there because people are just following the track and don't realize they got to drop off that little step. It's not that bad, you can just roll right off it, although it kind of plays in your head because this is angling downhill quite steep. The GoPro doesn't show that, but it is fairly steep. Alright, here's our run down the mountain. I'm going to let most of this play without narrating any of it. You're probably more interested in seeing the bikes do their thing as opposed to listening to me yammer on. So here's the bike doing its thing any second now.
Nope, I'm gonna have to loosen them off. Sorry.
Alright, that's worth a little bit of a comment. It's really hard to hold your line, and you can't ride side by side because you're going to get spit left and right, and I got kicked over right in front of Mike when we were kind of side by side and kind of clipped his front end a little bit. Sorry, Mike.
Sorry about that.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I got crossed up.
I'm fucking flat.
Yeah, I think you are.
Riding flat this. How long have I been riding flat?
Yep, so Lance did get a flat tire. Fortunately, when we got back to my place, I had a spare tube that I was able to give him, but he actually got a flat tire on that one as well. It might be that the studs that he had screwed in were just a little bit too long for what he had left on that tire for tread, so try something different next year. Here's a little cool section as we work our way down.
Ow! That was a big one.
Well, we're just about at the bottom, and these three stunt riders in front of me decide to take the bridge. You remember the bridge, right?
Oh, he's doing it. Oh, buddy! Nice.
And it's right about here,
fuck.
or shortly after this, that I could have given Mike the struggle bunny.
You alright? Crazy bastards. Oh, that's slippery.
I fucking jumped it.
Oh shit. God damn.
Fucking right, man.
So back to the Harley parts?
Yeah.
Fuck, you alright?
Harley seat, cushion.
You okay?
Oh yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video, and pretty much the end of the season for winter riding. 2 weeks later, all this snow is gone.